Alright, people, it is day 365. Today was 1 year on my journey. It's actually kind of crazy. I have not watched a single video that I posted. I probably should. I should probably go back. I should have done that before this. I wanted to go back and watch the first video. I really don't, because I find it very cringy, and I think the way I introduced myself on this channel was stupid and not in line with what I wanted this to be. But anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, a year ago. Well, I actually think I know. I made it 350 days with me recording a video every night. There were some nights that I wasn't able to upload because I had bad Wi-Fi at the place I was staying at, but I recorded a video every single night. So up until about 10 days ago, on my birthday, and because I was kind of backlogged from not being able to upload videos, no one ever knew. But if you look back at day one, I think I filmed that on the 29th. So I'm exactly 2 days off. But that's fine. It's about a year ago I started this journey, and I guess I'll use this video to talk about so far, I guess, what I've learned, what I've accomplished. I guess I'll break it down like this. I mean, everyone wants to know, am I rich? The answer is no. I'm not rich yet. And that's also not like the main reason I started this. It's one of the reasons for sure. But I mean, the main reason I started it was like for inner growth, for consistency, and to quit my job, which is like, I feel like I hit the mark on all three of those. You know, it's like I'm fully independent. I have no job. I provide for myself financially. I grew a ton this past year, and a year later, I'm still fucking working on business. I'm not working on the same business that I started, but I will say, everyone probably wants to know how much money I made, so let's get that out of the way. I actually have not even calculated it, and I really don't want to, because it's not a number that I'm necessarily proud of, but I think it was, see, I put it this way, I did about like 6,000 a month for majority of the months, I think. Maybe not the first month, but like 11 months or so, 10 months or so, I was doing 6K a month. So I want to say $60,000, which is like, that's like a normal salary in America, I guess. So it's like, boom, made that online. And I'll talk about the methods I used. It started off, I had experience with Etsy drop shipping, and I made like $20,000 the year before, and I was like, that was really easy. I just had a winning product. Let me do it again. So I did it again. I think I made like 2,000 in the first month of May, but I got hit with by Etsy because I don't like drop shipping, and also that's just a horrible model. So I quit Etsy, and I didn't profit much off of that. And I started drop shipping, but drop shipping where you order the product to your house and you film videos for it, so you're not running ads. It's like organic drop shipping. And I actually got pretty, I don't want to say lucky, but like I had a very quick success with that. I probably had like 2 weeks from where I had the products to where I went viral. And I went viral, and I think I did like a $700 day, and then all in all I think I did like 3,000, and then I did 3,000 like 2 weeks later. So I did like 50 million views basically in like the first 6 weeks, I think, with that model. And 50 million views only turned into $6,000. So it was not the best thing, but also it was a great channel of distribution, because, you know, I was very like kind of low effort, I guess. You know, it's like I'm just posting a video, got views, I got sales, it got me money. So I got pretty, I don't want to say lucky, but I did have a decent start with that. But I'd also, like I said, I did $20,000 with Etsy. It's like I wasn't going into this completely clueless. So it was kind of warranted. But after that, I started another organic brand, and I was doing that in-house, and that's what I kind of did for a very long period of time. And that one, that was the one that I was able to I got up to like $6,000 a month pretty consistently, and that was all organic on Instagram. And that I hit my first $1,000 day with in, fuck, I don't, maybe, I think it was July. It might have been July or like late June. So it was like pretty quick. But then I kind of plateaued. I plateaued from like August until November. I kind of stayed the same. Actually, my sales started to dip in September and November, or no, September and October. And around that time, I had found someone on Twitter who was selling ebooks, and I bought their course, of course. And I learned how to sell ebooks, and I had this great shiny object syndrome. And I, took the course, whatever, did my research, figured out the ebook I wanted to sell. It was going to be career guidance for students at college. And what I did is I scraped LinkedIn posts that had these emails, and I built a scraper. No coding experience. I built a scraper. I got actually don't think I had that many leads. I had like 10,000. It was pretty low. But I sent to them, and I probably made like $140. And keep in mind, I probably spent the whole month of September working on this, because it was like I was starting with nothing. It's like I'd mess around with a couple different offers. I'd made a couple different ebooks, but I was like, I'd settled on this. It was a $10 7-book bundle, I think, with some templates too. So that gives you an idea of how bad it was, because I sold like 14 of them. I sold $140, so it was horrible. And that moment right there, though, that moment really was like an eye opener of like, it definitely pulled me closer to like reality. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have my head in the clouds thinking I was about to make so much fucking money. And like the day that I sent those emails out, and I remember sitting there, and actually like the emails did really well. I had like 5,000 people on my website viewing my product, and they were there for a while. And like I was just waiting. I was like, oh, the sales are gonna start coming in. They're gonna start coming in, and they didn't. Actually, I don't even think I had one. I did have one. I had one the first day, but it was brutal. It was like a month of work, and I sold one. And I was like so disheveled, and I was like, fuck. Like, I was in the depths of despair for like a couple hours there. But it was a good moment of growth, because it's like you only grow on the failures. So it was definitely propelled me to kind of seize my situation more. And that brings me to I kind of plateaued after that. I did still the organic brand. I was still doing that the whole time, and I did that for all of October. And I think I think I stopped the ebook offer after that. Actually, I was kind of done with it. And then around November, I was making, like I said, I'd been making about $6,000 a month, which is like just enough for me to pay my expenses, but not enough for me to like build up like some kind of safety net, So, but I was like, fuck, I'm just been plateaued. It's like my sales have been going down. And so I just decided, then and there, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit my job. And it's like, I wasn't like some corporate, I wasn't like a qualified, like I didn't have a good job. I was a busboy at a steakhouse. I made decent money for what it was, but all in all, it was not a good situation for me to be in. And it made me way too comfortable for way too long. And as soon as I quit that job, I made $1 million. No, my sales actually did go up the next month. I think I made like 8K, but that was Q4 sales. But no, as soon as I quit my job, my inner growth exploded. Like when you like jump into the void and you realize that it's actually not that deep, it's like your whole world comes crashing down. And it's also like the part of the reason it took me so long to move on from that situation was because, like when you make a move like that, that old part of yourself dies, you know what I mean? Like that part. And it's like, we can say that we want to let that go, and we can say that we want to get rid of that and step into the new life, but it's like, as soon as you can't do that without killing, that version of yourself. And it's like the version of yourself that hangs on to comfort, that wants security, that wants stability. And it's like, I was just done. I was fed up. It was like, fuck it. It's like, if I fucking sleep in my car, that's what it is. And it's like, it wouldn't have gone down to that, like, but that was the mentality. I was like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna make this shit work regardless. And I did. It was definitely rough, and it was not like I'm still in the thick of it, but I'm definitely much more mentally stronger than I've ever been at any point in my life. And so that brings me that was December. I did like 8, maybe 7, but it was a good month. And then I went into January, and this was some stupid shit, but it also propelled growth. But Shopify, so I use Shopify, and Shopify has these like capital loans. So they basically give you a loan based on the sales of your store, and they only require payment as a percentage of your sales. So if you don't get sales, you don't pay. And I was like, this is great. Like I'm taking, and I took I don't think I took the max one. I took like the middle tier, but it was like $8,000. And I was like, boom. I was like, I have this $8,000. This is my runway, because I came up with another idea. I was like, I didn't get my fix on the digital product ebooks, because like the whole thing with digital products that fascinated me was like, holy shit, like a digital product, there's a no fulfillment. It's 100% margins. It's like, if I sell this, I'm selling pixels. It's like, it's a money printer, you know what I mean? It's like no fulfillment, no worry. And obviously some of that's true, some of that's not, but all in all, I mean, I wanted to sell digital products. I was done with physical products. So anyway, I took out a loan, $8,000 on Shopify, and I was like, this is my runway. I'm gonna make this digital product work. And it was basically a mini course that I partnered up with an influencer, and we were selling this mini course all through cold email, because that's what I had experience in previously with the ebook. So I was like, it was a unique opportunity. I was like, there's this group of leads that I have, or that I can scrape. It's like, I don't think anyone's sending to them. It's like, they're a perfect audience. Like, let's build backwards, reverse engineer, and build a product that's going to benefit them. And that's kind of what we did. And so the whole first month of January, I think I did like maybe $1,000 or less, but I had that $8,000 loan, and I wasn't worried. And so the whole month I was just spent in the trenches of learning how to code, but not really learning how to code. I was just like using AI to code, but learning how to use AI to code, which is a little harder than it sounds. But that was the whole month. And eventually I got like 100,000 leads, and I was like, bang, this is it. Like, who I'm going to sell. Excuse me. I was like, every week it got worse and worse. Like, I was thinking like, oh, I'll probably do like 10%. But then I was like, you're telling me 9 out of 10 people are gonna see this and not buy it? And I was like, there's no way. I was like, it's gotta be higher. I was like, 20%, 40%. I just had a sick, twisted fantasy in my head about like, I'm about to run the most profitable cold email campaign in the world. And, of course that didn't happen. But like, I was on a different level of delusion. It was good. That was another moment of like, it wasn't a moment of despair, because I had experienced my fucking disparity moment with the ebooks, and it was fucking shit, and that robbed me of like everything. But I still had that little, it's like, I have that about me. It's like, I don't think that's ever going away. It's a little delusion, and I think it can be good, but it can also like set me up for failure. But anyway, yeah. So we launched with that, and I remember the first day again. I think it was a $20. Yeah, we were selling for $20. The first day, again, we launched. This time it was a lot smaller. It was like 2,000 people, I think, on the first group that got it. But we sold one copy, of course. And, the coming days and weeks, I think we maybe did like 3,000, which is not that much. But we also only sent to 20,000 people, I think, in that first month. But anyway, it was way off from the revenue that I expected to make. And my runway was running out. It was now like almost the end of February, and I was like, fuck, like I have to make some shit happen. And lo and behold, I just fucking like, I touched very low to the fucking ground, let's just say. And that's kind of what happens when you remove the safety net. But I kept my faith in the influencer business, and slowly but surely was turning around. It just wasn't an overnight success, and it still isn't. But we launched again. We also had, I forgot to mention, we had a lot of technical issues. Like we got, like right before our launch, we got banned, or we didn't get banned, we got suspended on our sending platform. And we had to switch platforms, and then finally got reinstated. And then and then we had to switch platforms like mid-send. So it's like we didn't have a solid month of revenue until literally last month of April. But anyway, I think we drove. Yeah, it's very new. It's like we launched in sometime in February, like middle of February maybe. But let me tell you this: those sales that we get now, they're really nice. They're as nice as they sound. A digital product is as nice as it sounds, I'm telling you. Even if it's like not, thousands of dollars a day, it's still really fucking nice. But anyway, last month we did 6,000, and that was our full, like, fuck, I can't break the 6,000 number. But that was our full month of sales. So we had a full month of sales because previously we were switching providers, we were doing a lot of different things, and we really only had like 1 to 2 weeks of sales, and then it would like restart. Last month we had a full month of sales. This month I'm thinking that we could double, minimum. And the reason for that is we're scaling. We're gonna be doing a lot more volume, and the infrastructure is all set up for everything. Like I said, how that was our first month of selling. It's like this is our second month of selling and scaling. So the math holds up. We'll do pretty good this month. But yeah, it's funny how I could not crack a $6,000. I mean, like I had a good month in December, but not really. I couldn't crack the ceiling. And I really think it's because I fucking got too, like, I don't want to call it shiny object syndrome, but like I could not stay focused. I have like long-term ADHD. It's like I could not stay focused on one project. It was like I just want to do, like, this is cool, I want to do this now. And it's like if you look at the last year of like what I was working on, it was like Etsy, organic drop shipping, different organic drop shipping, ebooks, course. It's like each one got like 2 months of attention. It's like, of course I didn't fucking break through. So that's my own fault. But this time around, I mean, I'm sticking with this. I'm also, of course, working on something new. But I learned my lesson. Because what happened, like, with the main business that I was running, the organic e-com business that I was running, I like turned it off. Like I stopped posting, I stopped doing orders, like I just gave up. Like I literally took the $8,000 from Shopify and was like, I'm done with, like, I took the 8,000 and I walked away. Obviously I'm gonna pay it off, but yeah, I just took it out and was like, this is my runway. I hate this business, I'm going all in with this. And of course it didn't work like that. So I learned my lesson there. It's like, don't turn off, the fucking faucet that's working, so this influencer business is my bread and butter, and it's my priority, 100%. So it's like, I'm not giving up on this, and I'm gonna extract a ton of money out of it. Like I said, we probably only sent to like 100,000 people now, and I have like over 1 million. So it's a lucrative business and all profit, so it feels good. But yeah, I guess we could talk about some growth now. Sorry, this is gonna be a longish video. I don't know. I don't really have a plan. I didn't write anything down. I'm just freeballing it right now. Just some things that I wanted to talk about. It might be boring. It might be ranted. It might be repetitive shit. But just some things that I wanted to say. What I envisioned for this video to look like. It was like, I'll break down the physical, external stuff, which is what we just covered, and then I'll cover some internal stuff. So I really didn't have much like internal change. Like I moved into, this is like personal, but like I moved into like a pretty decent apartment for the location that I'm in. It's like I have a nice-ish apartment. It's like high up. So like I achieved that. I was like, it felt good. It's still kind of nice. So I don't know. I got that. Felt good, but I really got too comfortable, like I said. And I should have quit my job fucking months ago, like I'm not kidding when I say I should have quit like the day I started the series, like actually, because it's like nothing bad happened. Like that's what you got to understand. That's what I should have understood, is like when you take that risk that you've been debating, I'm telling you, when you take that risk, you're gonna fucking wish you took it fucking a year ago. Like nothing bad is gonna happen. Like, you're just gonna grow. It's like a crucible. It's just gonna force exponential growth out of you. Like, you just have to make it happen. It's like it's that whole saying of like, we'll see how he can perform under pressure. It's like, I really only think you can only perform under pressure. It's like, if you're given pressure, you're gonna see what you're really fucking made of, and you're gonna have to perform. Like, there's no other option. You know what I mean? If it's really like that kind of risk and that kind of gamble, it's like, you're gonna make shit happen. Don't worry about that. It's like, grass-fed beef is $5 a pound from the store. You're gonna have something to eat. You're gonna be able to fucking pull some shit together. So the worst case is really not that bad, and I should have done this shit a fucking year ago. So yeah, I would chalk that up to be like the best decision I ever fucking made in my life, and I'm never going back. Like, I don't care how bad it gets. I'm never ever going back to a fucking traditional job ever again. And that statement I can say with conviction, and that is something that you can never take away from me. You know what I mean? Like, that is the true fucking reason I started. It's like, why do I like entrepreneurship? It's like ultimate freedom, Like, I have the freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want, with limitation, because I'm not super wealthy yet. Once you get more money, obviously all those areas get amplified. But for now, it's like, the only real limitation is my mind, It's like, I got like allergies, but it's like, I'm basically living my dream life. It's like, some days I just don't realize it, It's like, there were so many days where I had to work that bullshit job, and I would just fantasize about being like fully lifted and free from it, and it's like, all that pain is gone, all that suffering is gone. It's like, humans are so good at forgetting the painful memories, you know what I mean? Like, we forget. So like, when I look back at that, I was like, oh, it was bad, but like, it was bad, bro. Like, that shit was horrible. Like, I would never go back to it, It was fucked. So, and obviously there are much worse jobs out there, but for me, and like my constant battle with freedom and independence, nah, I'm never doing that shit again. So with that fact alone, like, I would consider the series a success. It's like, the fact that I can say with utter conviction, I will never fucking work a traditional job again, that's a success. Like, that's a lifelong success, So yeah, I'm proud of what I've done this past year, and more than anything, I'm proud of the growth that's happened. And obviously you guys really can't see true inner growth that I have. Like, only I can know that, and people around me maybe, but maybe you can tell, maybe you can observe, watch different videos, but that's what we're in it for, at the end of the day. And this sounds like cope, but I'm telling you, it's not. It's like, money comes and goes, external things comes and goes, and if you let external things rule your inner world, you're a weak man. And so that brings you to the point, like, you're not doing this to build external things, you're doing this to build the man. And you can only build the man when you lose and when you fail. Like, there's nothing that you gain other than winning when you win, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else. Like, you just win. So it's like, everything that you really want is the man. Like, you don't want, I use this analogy, it's like, you don't want to be the person in the supercar. You want to be the man that has the supercar. It's all about the man. Everything else is just going to come by proxy, and it's just going to come because you are that man. You know what I mean? So it's all about building the man. It's all it's ever been about. So with that fact alone, I'm extremely proud of where I've been, and where I am now. It's like, I don't want to use the word like man or manly, but like, I'm much more matured. It's also could be because I'm older, but I think I've grown a ton in the past year, and I feel like now I'm just repeating myself. But that's how important it is to me, and how impactful it was to me. So I guess I want to say, if you've been debating that risk, because everyone's got that risk, if you've been debating that risk, take the leap. It's not knives. There's no knives at the bottom. It's only 2 inches deep. I'm promising you. Take the risk. You will not regret it. I guarantee it. So, I guess I could talk about some some lessons I've learned this year, because the main thing and the main reason I started this series was because of that long-term ADHD that I mentioned, which was like I couldn't just stick with something. Like I just got bored too quickly. And I really don't think it was boredom. I think it was more like, well, I want to do this because X, Y, and Z, and I started it, and then it got hard, and then I was like, this isn't fun anymore, you know? So it was more of like killing that weakness. And I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, obviously, I'm not working on the same thing that I was working on a year ago, but at the same time, I'm using the skills that I obtained a year ago right now. You know what I mean? So it's not totally incomplete. And also, if I was doing organic drop shipping forever, it's like, what the fuck is that? You know, it's not high leverage. So obviously, you're going to grow and evolve. And I think what I'm doing now is much cooler than what I was doing a year ago. With that being said, I think that's one of the things that I got a lot better at was sticking things out when it gets hard, because that's a skill that you need to have. As far as anything else goes, I would just say like I used to like mentally I was pretty strong a year ago. Like I felt like I was pretty unshakable. Like I was not gonna be deterred. I was not gonna be you know, shaken, I guess, by like anything externally. I had a strong like core, but it was all built on like mental theory. It's like now I know, you know, it's like I threw myself in the fire and now I know what I'm made of. I know what happens when shit hits the fan, you know? So I guess just reinforcing, you know, those beliefs. And when you do take that leap, and I'm talking like I went to fucking war or something, but everything with a grain of salt, at least in my life. It was definitely one of the things that I wanted to accomplish early on, and I'm glad that I'm in this position now. But anyway, it's like when you take that leap, all the fucking baggage, all the shit like that makes you weaker, it's like it just can't survive in that new environment, you know? It's like I couldn't name those. I could probably sit down and think of like all the weaknesses I had before, and I'm not saying I'm completely fucking like the Terminator right now, and like I definitely have weaknesses still, but like the ones that are really just like, come on, bro, like just bare minimum shit, you know? It's like those ones, they just don't survive, you know? They don't survive on the new planet, you know? There's just no fucking oxygen for them. They just can't fucking, they can't stay alive. So you just kind of shed that shit and, you know, step into the person, you know, you're supposed to be. So I fucking highly recommend it. That was the best thing I ever did, and that really defines this journey. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop making videos, because now I think I'm like starting to do kind of cool things, and I have stuff that's looking bright for the future. So I think it would be it'd be a shame if I stopped these videos. Not that I'm like Steve Jobs or anything, but it's cool to watch progress, I guess. So maybe I'll keep these videos going just for the simple fact that I think I'll be doing finally some cool stuff, because there was a lot of videos. Like I don't recommend you go watch like really any of them, because there's so many that I'm just I'm just rambling and ranting about like philosophies that I like read or picked up. And I'm doing that now, granted, but a lot of it is rooted in experience. You know, it's like that is the pinnacle. You know, it's like build your philosophy from experience. Don't read it. You know, like build it from the heart. Wear your heart on the sleeve. Go out, chase opportunity. You know, seize life ahead of you. And I'm still working on that. That's something I really want to work on, is like because I know, and this is planted, this is red, obviously, this is what I mean. Like this is exactly what I mean. Actually, let me paint this for you guys. The idea of like me being unshakable at my core, it's like that's something I had in my life pretty early on, but it was built on like, I don't know what it was built on, but it was built on not outer experience. It wasn't forged, you know, it was just there. But now that I've lived this experience, it's actually real, and it's so much more stable. And something that I know is true is that the world bends to your will, and it bends to your your decisions and your impacts, and you can, you can make a dent in the world, is what I'm trying to say. But that's something that I know, but it's not something that I've experienced directly from my own experience, so it's like, that's something that I need to do, that I need to go off and do, and to really reaffirm that belief. Because it's like, everyone has a codex of like a fucking million different programs, spinning in their head. But the ones that stick are the ones that are built through experience. It's like, we could read 100 philosophy books, but it's like, none of that shit's really gonna stick unless you forge it yourself. It's like, this is just true time and time again. So if you really want to make progress, you got to get into the real world, and you got to start fucking fighting shit, throwing hands with whatever the shit you want to fucking solve. So yeah, I really hope this video has been helpful and insightful. Maybe not, maybe you're just fucking, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that really does it. I don't really have much else to say. Like, I could turn this into like a 4-hour lecture, and I'm sure no one would watch it. And it would really just be like me dissecting like a bunch of things that I've learned this year. But like, again, like, I don't think I should do that, because like I just said, I think the best beliefs are reinforced through experience. So it's like you're gonna know, like, if you throw yourself in the fire, like, you're gonna know what the real shit is and what the fake shit is, like, immediately. Like, you're gonna build your own belief system, and it's gonna be true to you, it's gonna be authentic, and it's gonna be true. So I could give you a philosophy playbook, and I'm not saying I'm like some philosopher, but I could give you a playbook, a mindset, and all this fucking garbage, but it's not gonna stick unless you build it directly through flame and fire. So that's what I recommend. I recommend you do 2 things. I'm fucking out here like, I'm out here proctoring like I'm some authoritarian, but I recommend you do 2 things, right? Take the risk. There's that one risk everybody's got. Take the big risk. Take the risk. You're not going to regret it. You're going to wish you did it a year ago. So take the fucking risk. Make the leap. It's not that bad. And the second thing I want you to do is reinforce or create new beliefs through experience in the real world. Like, go out, like, prove your theories to the test. Everyone has like a set of beliefs that's like true to them, that they want to hold tight. It's like, go prove that shit. Go prove that it's real. Go prove that it actually is true, and come back, So yeah, that's your homework. That's my homework. I'm fucking working at it every day, and I think it's important. So yeah, hopefully this video was insightful. That is 365 days of my life. Obviously not everything, but something that will stick with me for life. So a piece of my life is now on the internet. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't recommend you to watch a bunch of random videos, because most of them are 90% bloated with rambling. But maybe there's some gold in there, who knows. But yeah, that really does it. I think I will see you all tomorrow, and I will come back with some more business advice and what I've been working on. But as for now, that does it. 1 year officially locked, and feels good. It feels good. I'm glad I stuck with it. There's 0 regret in this. I think I made the right decision. And that's how, I was about to end it, but now I have another idea. That's the importance of little fucking things compounding. It's like, imagine where I'd be in a year, and I'm not saying I would be some drug addict on the street, but like, the fact that I chose to do this and stick with it meant that I would end up on some kind of positive trajectory. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not talking about the YouTube videos, but I'm talking the YouTube videos are the spine of this operation. I was like, I'm gonna make these videos, and the world's gonna see me fail, and I'm just gonna have to fucking pick myself up every day and show up and make this shit happen, So it's like the compounding effect of me making these videos. Like, I'm probably in a much better position than I would be if I didn't make these videos. And I'm not saying you should start a YouTube channel, but I'm just saying keep that in mind, when you're doing anything. It's like the compounding effect of many things adds up like crazy, And the world is malleable as fuck. So the butterfly effect is real. We have impact in ways we don't even know. And you have the power to change the world. You can. The world is like Play-Doh. Go fucking smash it. Or maybe don't. Go play with it. Because it's truly up to you. And the world is your oyster. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I will see you all tomorrow.